Showmaker is absolutely tearing solo queue apart at the moment. At the making of this guide, he holds both the rank 1 and rank 2 titles in Korean solo queue, and he did it without duo queuing. It's safe to say he's probably the best solo queue player in the world at the moment, on top of being an insane professional player as well. In this guide, we'll be showing you exactly how he dominated a melee versus ranged matchup with a masterclass of wave manipulation, map awareness, and basic fundamentals. No mechanics are required to do what he's going to accomplish in this game. Let's jump right into it. Okay, so the matchup Showmaker is in will be a Qiyana versus Azereth, basically a standard melee versus ranged matchup. Let's do things a bit differently this time. Instead of us giving you our missions, think back and try to think of the missions yourself. What do you think you'd do for the early levels in this type of matchup? Okay, if you had something along the lines of number 1, let them shove, number 2, give up CS to preserve health, and number 3, looking to find an all-in once you hit level 3, then you've obviously been following our content well. Knowing our missions, let's see how Showmaker plays this out. The lane begins, and he immediately begins auto-attacking the wave, discarding our entire mission game plan. So what gives? Are these mission guidelines bad, or is there something else going on here? There is. You can always take things a step further, and to do so we have to understand why we have those initial missions in the first place. Looking back on mission 1, let them shove. We usually recommend this because you shouldn't really have much of an option here. Against ranged champions, you should get zoned at level 1 by their range advantage. But if you notice, Azereth was a few seconds late to lane. Showmaker easily gets rank 1 because he punishes every minuscule mistake his opponents make. That actually gave him enough time to deal significant damage to the wave, giving him early lane control. Then our previous mission 2, give up CS to preserve health, isn't really as relevant anymore. It's much easier to punish melee champions when you have a minion advantage. But when the melee has the wave advantage, the ranged champion can't freely auto-attack them unless they want to tank a bunch of creep aggro. By getting early control, Showmaker is preserving health at the same time. But wait, there's a problem with Showmaker's improvised game plan. By having the shove, it'll be hard to get any kills with Azereth being under the safety of his tower. Can you think of a reason as to why this won't be a problem this game? Well, it's mostly because of both teams' drafts. In top lane he has a Jax versus Kennen. In this matchup, Kennen is likely to spam shove Jax into his tower. Being able to roam up there for easy setups with Jax's QE combo has a high possibility for success. For his jungle, he has Elise. She's a super aggressive jungler who wants to skirmish or set up tower dives. Being able to roam with her during these tower dives could blow the game completely open. As for the bot lane matchup, it's Aphelios Thresh versus Varus Bard. Both of these lanes want to play pretty aggressively, and his own bot lane has a ton of crowd control setup if he were to roam down. Having lane priority is obviously super important when you have a bunch of volatile lanes like these. Thanks to getting that early lead, Showmaker retained minion control throughout the lane by constantly playing aggressively on the wave and not letting Azereth take back control. Thus, he's able to get a clean crash against a ranged champion and has priority to go bottom. Now, when looking to gank, it's not required, but definitely beneficial to know where the enemy jungler is. We just saw Lee Sin topside, so Showmaker is aware that he can be as patient as he wants with this dive. His early priority and map awareness grants him and his team an easy 2 kills. After he recalls and gets back to mid lane, Showmaker has 2 fairly neutral waves near his own tower. Based on the information you have available to you, what do you think he should do? So whenever looking to get priority, always ask yourself, is it even worth getting in the first place? Look at the map at the moment. Kennen is finishing shoving in a wave, so Jax will be stuck farming under tower for a while. Not only that, but his jungle and bot lane are all in base. There's literally nothing to proactively do on the map at the moment. Okay, so fast pushing isn't the best option here. When you have fairly even waves close to your tower, a really consistent wave control choice that you have is to slow push the first wave, waiting for the reinforcing wave to arrive. By doing this, you build a decently sized slow push, which means that you can almost always guarantee a crash on the next wave since you'll have such a large minion advantage. Once again, with another clean crash, Showmaker uses his priority to roam, resulting in yet another kill. Fast forwarding a little later, Showmaker picks up a random kill, not too much to analyze there. Afterwards, he heads back mid and fast shoves this wave so that he can use his level 6 power spike for yet another roam. Let's see if you've really been paying attention here. Where do you think he should roam this time? His bot was in base, so there wasn't much to be set up down there. On top of that, his Jax is owning top now, so he can't really roam towards Kennen either. But if you were paying attention at level 1, you would have seen that Kennen wasn't in lane until 1 minute and 50 seconds into the game, indicating that he very likely leashed. Which means that Lee started at his red buff at level 1. Knowing this is pretty important. It means that around the 7-minute mark, the enemy jungler will likely be around the side of the jungle where his initial buff will be respawning. Having just shoved the mid lane wave, Showmaker has a ton of time to kill. He waits around patiently, knowing that Lee very likely is going to path around this area and is rewarded yet again with another kill. It's safe to say that at this point the game is over, at least in Challenger Korean solo queue where people know how to close out games. Alright, let's briefly recap. Showmaker probably went into this game with the idea that he would follow our standard missions for melee versus ranged matchups. But being the rank 1 player that he is, he realized that he has a volatile matchup in every other role. In games like these, it's very beneficial to change your game plan so that you can capitalize on the easy kills all around the map. But it's not like he can break the rules of the game and randomly get priority against a ranged champion. He needed to find a window where Xerath would mess up his lane control and allow Showmaker to get control. It just so happens to be that Xerath messed up by being slightly late to lane at level 1. This game was over before it began. But to be fair, every game against Showmaker is kind of like that, so we can't blame Xerath too badly there. Alright everyone, remember, if you enjoyed this guide and want to start climbing today, then check out skillcapped. We also have a rank up guarantee while actively using our premium service, so what are you waiting for? And that wraps up this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, take care, and see you next time.